Hi everyone, welcome back. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. I am Deborah Ellen of Rising Voices Arts Academy, and we are super excited to be here with you today. Today, we're gonna address that frustrating, sometimes annoying little flippy thing that happens when you get into those high notes. We're gonna go from this, na, 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 na. You hear how it just flips away and disconnects? We're gonna go from that to this. Na, 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 na. You hear the connection and the tone coming through because it's not flipping away. If you want to learn some tricks on how to do that, keep on watching. Flipping. So a lot of times people think that flipping is a bad thing, which isn't necessarily true, because this may sound familiar. I've said this before in other videos, but sometimes it's a stylistic choice. And that's okay if you want to do it that way. But the goal is to have command of your instrument so that you can choose. So if flipping isn't a choice, but the only way you can access those notes, then we need to make an adjustment. Little story about flipping. When I was young, I used to love to sing this song that Whitney Houston sang called One Moment in Time. And I have this big powerhouse chest voice, and then I would flip when I would get into the high notes. So I sang this song with so much heart. But when I got into those higher notes, the only way I could access them was to flip into head voice and lift my soft palate. So guess what that made me sound like? Yes, an opera singer trying to sing Whitney Houston. Kind of embarrassing. I actually have a recording of it, which will never come to light. So it's really important to learn how to command your instrument so that you don't have to flip unless you want to. And the way that we do that is by developing your mix. So how do you find your mix? There's a whole bunch of tricks that we can use to help you do that. One of my favorites is to use this kind of almost like a creaking sound, almost like a door creaking. And it sounds like this. Now, don't worry, we're not going to end up here, okay? This is really about coordination, not quality of tone. Try that with me. And see if you can create that kind of squeaky sound. Creaky, squeaky, whatever you want to call it. What I want you to do is first spend a few minutes finding that and make sure that it stays easy and relaxed in your throat when you're doing it. Okay, so you can put me on pause and play with that for a second until you find that kind of sweet spot where you can make that sound and it feels really easy. So when you use that kind of creaky sound, I want you to kind of slide up the scale while you're doing it. So, try that. And see if you can feel a connection all the way through when you use that creaky sound. It almost feels like you're sitting kind of on the edge of your vocal cords. One more piece of information about the flip that's really important to know is that flipping is actually healthier and safer than straining. So make sure that you're not going high enough that you're pulling and straining while you do this. I would rather see you flip than do that. Okay? But just take it in small increments. It will start to come. We actually have a whole video on finding your mix, which I'm going to link here so that you can go check that out if you want to. And that mix, that's really how we get past flipping. So if this is something that resonates for you, go check it out. And also at the end of that video is an exercise that you can use this week that will help facilitate this. So take a peek. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe and like the video. Here's our information. In addition, we offer private instruction in singing, songwriting, acting, and piano. So we have all sorts of services available to you. And we do teach both in studio and via video conferencing. So no matter where you are in the world, we are here to help and we would love to work with you. So give us a call if we can be of service to you. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great, great rest of your day. Bye. Creaky, squeaky, whatever you want to call it. Don't laugh, Sarah. that again or not? Was it funny? My face was like, please subscribe. Oh, I sound desperate. Oh my God.
Please
Please.
subscribe.